Hey guys, welcome to another episode of He Said,
She Said
with Josh
and Roz.
All right, what's up?
Welcome back, everybody.
Exactly.
We're excited to be here.
I am so nervous again.
Oh my gosh. Nervous for what?
I don't know, man. I as soon as the mic comes on, I'm just starting to get nervous. It's like, all right, action. Oh, everything freezes.
No one's even with us.
Exactly. That's what makes it worse.
Literally just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
It's just the two of us, and I'm still nervous. Just because I know thousands of people are going to watch this one day. And I'm like, what are y'all going to say about me?
Yeah, that is the thing I have. Like, after the first episode went out, it was like, oh my gosh.
Now people know about
They're
this.
judging me.
They're judging me.
They're judging me.
Don't judge us, people. Don't judge us.
Judge my life. As I tell many people.
Right.
But it's okay.
It's good.
Okay. It's good.
Well, hey, welcome back, people. Welcome back.
Yay. So we've got a great topic today.
We do.
I'm excited about this one.
I'm going to let you start off since I'm so nervous.
Love versus money.
Say it again.
Love versus money.
Come on, man. That's a hard one.
That's a tough one.
Man, like literally, how do you choose? What's more important?
What's more important? And it's interesting because with today and how we can communicate and connect with one another,
Yeah.
love seems like it's not
winning.
important.
It's not winning. Love is not winning. We need to win again. Say love, we need to win again.
Money is taking over.
500 on love. Come on, can I get 500 for love?
And just for you all that, don't understand what we mean by that, when we talk about love versus money, we're talking about how a lot of times folks are looking for partners,
right,
and looking for relationships based on these lists and these standards that they create.
Standards, come on, people.
Most of those lists and standards begin with some type of financial something.
How much money?
So
you
how
got?
much money do you make? What type of degree do you have? What status do you have in life?
And not that's not important, but how important is it?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what happened to wanting to be in a relationship and being loved?
Come on, man.
What happened to that?
Well, for me, I don't know if it's Hollywood. I don't know if it's like, the movies that we watch or the things that we are listening to, because you got to think about the influence that music has. A lot of music is saying like, yo, if I don't need nobody, I just need me kind of deal. All I need is my bag. Let's chase the bag. And everybody's going after the money. But I'm like, okay, you're going to have all the money and be by yourself.
Be by your dang on self.
You're going to have the big old mansion and all the cars. You're going to drive yourself
around. But literally, there are a lot of people in that predicament right now where they've reached the success. They've reached the proverbial level in life.
Right.
Because that's another thing that sometimes we don't realize, that level that everybody keeps trying to reach is not real.
It's not real.
There's no real level.
Exactly. That's just entertainment.
They just
it's
told
a
you
game.
that you should have a level. But yeah, once they reach that level, they're then by themselves. And they're looking around like, wait a minute.
Where are my real friends?
I want love. I want a relationship. I want to be married.
Buy love.
You cannot.
Money. You can get all the money in the world, but you can never buy love.
You know what's interesting? The freest things in the world
are the most important.
The
things that are free are the most important.
That's the word.
You can't get it.
Love, happiness.
Exactly. Peace. You can't buy peace.
You cannot buy any of these things on any online store.
That's why
you can buy the perception of them.
You can. You can try to put, like, Instagram is perfect for that. You can try to put on a facade like your life is just all lit. Right. You are lit, but then as soon as that camera goes off,
you're depressed. You know what's so sad? I've seen so many like influencers who I followed, and I'm like, wow, this person's really doing great, and they're doing all these amazing things, and then they'll post one day, I'm depressed. And I'm like, what? But I thought it was
great.
I thought it was like amazing because you're doing all these amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what I'm saying. You can't trust it.
Yeah.
Can't trust that Instagram life. I say, take off the facade and show me your real life.
But I love it.
That's why I watch people's stories. I'd rather watch your stories than your page because, your story is like, okay, where you at? How you living?
Right.
What you doing?
People look odd on their stories sometimes.
They do.
particularly celebrities and people who don't necessarily know how to use social media a lot because they're like looking down at their phone all
oh my God, don't let them go live.
Yeah, if they're live, it's like, ooh, now you become, it kind of look weird to me. Like,
all right, I'm gonna sign off.
Yeah, the facade is gone now. Like, you're just a regular person.
Yeah.
So, but back to Love and Money.
Right. Because that's what it's important. It's like, okay, is the facade important or is the love important?
Now, historically, money has been, when it comes to marriage, money has been kind of primary when you talk about bringing families together because, men would pay a dowry for a woman, usually in some type of cattle or even money or gold or some type of commodity.
Right.
In order to marry into a family.
It's almost a show kind of like your worth. Like your value. This is what I bring to the table.
For that time period, it was, I guess necessary.
Relevant. Yeah, definitely.
But today we don't necessarily have that need to.
Well, people aren't getting married like that either. But it's like people will stay in a relationship forever and never get married. Why? It used to be the opposite. I will date you for a couple of weeks, date you for a couple months, and then if I don't know by then, I gotta go.
Well, you know what? I think that's because we have that's one of those things society has said. Yeah. You have to be with a person for 2 years, then you have to get married.
Then you get married,
that's
right.
it.
Yeah, true.
If you pass the 2 years, then something's wrong with you.
Right.
You're now past the 2 years, and you are blasphemous.
Right.
But I think what's happening is that people are starting to say, you know what? I don't have to live my life by these rules.
You don't.
I can do what makes me feel good and what works for my relationship.
Definitely.
And people are waiting a lot longer to get married because, hey, first of all, it's rough on these streets.
It is. And they do not promote. I mean, when I'm promoting marriage, marriage to me, like the old days, it was sweet or what it seemed. You see those couples where they've lasted 50 years. They might be miserable as hell. Who cares?
Say, a lot of that was survival.
Survival of the fittest. How long can you last in this marriage?
Right.
Sad faces and all, but they did it, and I thought that was remarkable because now that you have this couple, it shows loyalty for one. It shows commitment, and then we don't have that. I mean, we might be more committed to our job than we do our family. Literally. That's what goes into the money part. What's more important?
Because we want that money.
We want the money, but then, like I said, you have so many people who are miserable who will literally go home to $1 million by themselves. Now, you might say, I'm happier because I can go buy a Porsche or a Bentley. But then, like I said, you're going to go straight to the strip club or straight to a club and a bar and go pick up a girl or, whoever.
Right.
Because you want somebody's attention. You want to show that money off.
Right.
And so it's not that you're just trying to get the money. You're trying to get the attention, honestly. Yeah. You're not really just...
It goes back to connection.
You're trying to buy your way into this life instead of just trying to, find love or whatever. And not that, like I said, that is wrong. Not that finding or not that getting money is wrong, or staying focused to your goals and being committed to getting your money. But it's just like, where's the value?
Right.
What is the more important?
How important is money?
Right.
And I think that's such a complex question to ask. And it has to be a question that each person, of course, answers for themselves. But I think for me, I would like to see more people think about both because it's important. You want to live comfortably, obviously.
A balance.
People want to live in a nice home and be able to afford the things they like to do.
Right.
But when it comes to love is important because you can be broke. And there are a lot of broke, happy, loving people walking around here. And I remember seeing this on social media. Someone posted that a lot of their well-off, well-to-do friends are having troubles finding relationships versus the people who aren't so well-off. They're all married and having kids and love. And
broke is a love, but love their broke self.
Happy.
Right.
And so it is interesting that it's weird, but it's interesting that it's almost set up that way.
Well, I think people who value happiness, who value love, the money, the things that come with it, they don't focus more so on that, and that's what it is that makes them happy, because you can be broke as a joke, but if you are in love, you will feel happy as long as you're with somebody being broke. So it's like, they put more emphasis on life, on happiness, on peace, on the things that matter, like we talk about, the things that are free. If you value those things, then if you have money or you don't have money, it won't matter as long as you're happy, as long as you're in love, as long as you have love. Because you can have kids, you might not have a husband or you might not have a wife, but if you have your kids and you have love through your kids, you can feel happy.
Yeah,
you can literally be broke and you have your kids, but you guys are happy. I think, what's that movie? Will Smith.
Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah, Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
How him and his kid, they fought together. They stuck through life together. I think it's about doing life together with whoever you're trying to do it with, whether it's family, your children, your spouse, whoever, and enjoying the little things, enjoying those little moments.
And that's powerful, because I think what I'm hearing, it sounds like it's about your mindset and what you value. So if you value love, if you value family, then those are the things that you'll work to get. Exactly. That will be what you work towards.
That's success.
That's success in your mind.
That is
defining success for yourself.
That's important.
That's so important.
Yeah.
And I think that makes a difference, because when I talked about, even for myself, the proverbial level.
You're right.
I was working thinking that, I need to do this. I need to go to college. I need to get these degrees. I need to do this job. I need to, get that just to reach this level. And then one day I realized, like, wait a minute, this level it's so not really. Like, in your mind, you kind of see like a silver bar that represents the level. But I was like, there's not a real level. Yeah. So I had to really redefine how I looked at my life and how I looked at the things that I wanted to do, and say, okay, well, what really makes me happy? Right. And these are the things that make me happy are the things I need to really be focused on and going after.
Absolutely. That's
now I'm able to have a little bit more peace in life, knowing that, okay, I may not reach Bill Gates
level, yeah,
or I may not reach, a level of celebrity or
certain status,
or but that's okay, because as long as I'm happy, I enjoy my family. Yeah, we spend time together, and that's what's important. I have a loyal circle, and oh my God, when you brought up loyalty, that is so important, and that's one of those things we're losing nowadays. People are not loyal to one another. People are quick to just say, "Oh, I don't like you anymore. Yeah, I'm done with you. Off with your head." And it's so nice to know that there's someone in the world who, no matter what, loves you beyond your mom, right? Yeah. Who loves you and will support you and be there for you, no matter what. Through it all. Yeah. And like you said, going through life together, like that is so important for me.
For us all, we should think that way. That's the biggest thing, is we've stopped thinking this way. And I think, like I said before, a lot of the music that we listen to influences us. A lot of the shows that we see, what is that show? And I'm not trying to shout or, put the show down. I love Insecure. But it shows a side of a woman that, I don't need a man.
Particularly a black woman.
Exactly. And that's the target where you say, well, I don't need a man to make me happy. And then she goes after her career or whatever. And then you really see her go through so many different relationships, trying to find love, trying to find that thing that makes her happy. And she still ends up not happy.
You know what? I had mixed feelings about that show when I first, because I watch it and I enjoy the show.
It's a great show.
But I had mixed feelings about it because of where black women are currently. We are, as far as marriage, our numbers are in the toilet. As far as, having home, a full family, as far as, because we got a lot of single mothers, which, shout out to the single mothers, because I was raised by one. Mm-hmm. But to me, that representation, yet again, of another black woman who has this whole ideology of I don't need a man and I can do this.
Yeah.
My career is everything. And it's like,
that's not.
Is that the message we want to send to other Black women and other